Hello. Thank you for following me. You started following right as I started streaming, so I don't even know if you're here. But thank you. I think everything's working right. Yes, good. Is it nighttime? Oh, it's nighttime. So this stream is a birthday celebration for the lovely Langsbians, who will be in chat at some point, I'm sure. She asked me to stream. She's doing this really cool thing for her birthday where she is hosting a bunch of her streamer friends. So she asked me to stream in what is the morning for her. So I'm taking a little bit of time off from editing to just have some fun and stream in a world that I really haven't been in for a while. Forgot how OP I was in this world. I need to do just one thing and make sure that everything's working right. Okay. All the details. I think that's all the details I need. Okay. Just making sure everything's pulled up. Got a new follower and the follower count still hasn't gone up. I don't know how long those take to upload, update, whatever. Langs! Hello, hello! Happy birthday! How has this fine day been? I know that it's not your actual birthday, but my family do this thing called birthday extravaganza, where as soon as your birthday starts getting celebrated, it is your birthday for as many days as the age you are turning. So, it's your birthday now. Happy birthday. So I'm playing on my friend's realm. This is the realm of dman4300, aka Tristan, but I mean, we all call him Tristan, but that's his account. Because he streams now too. Where is my entrance? Never remember. Is it here? Yes. So this is the secret base that I've been working on. Here. I have this little hill. Birthday extravaganza is very important. Birthday extravaganza is a very important thing in my family, and I have been instructed to tell everyone about it. Yeah, it was crazy. You followed me right as I went live. Like I pressed the go live button and the follow notification came up. That was really good timing. I have no idea how to pronounce your name, honestly. Farallon Shader Root, I think. Is that how you pronounce it? You've caught up with me. Lovely, lovely. Yeah, so this is the base that I am building on this realm. I am nowhere near finished with it, but Farallon. Okay, yay, Farallon. Cool. Thank you for that confirmation. I haven't played in this world in so long. And I feel like it's kind of a boring stream to just place stone on a ceiling, but I might do some of that. I don't have any stone on me. Read the birthday extravaganza thing. My friend Evie did a whole week of charity streams for her birthday. That's cool. Whole week of charity streams. Wow. Honestly, that sounds like so much, like, energy. I am not at the point in my streaming where I can stream for a whole week. Maybe one day I will be. I'm gonna place some stuff on the ceiling until I have more of an idea, because that's basically what I'm doing on this world. You saw my Arjun's video where I went really small. You love my energy? Thank you. It was so fun. Oh my goodness. I was so ecstatic to be that tiny. That video is doing really well. Like, I think that's my first YouTube video to do really well. Most of my YouTube videos don't get nearly as much reach as that one did. which is, it's very, very exciting to have it blowing up. I've got some other really cool stuff in the works too, so hopefully some of the people who decided to stick around from that video like the stuff I'm working on. And I know that at least a few of them have checked me out on Twitch, which is so cool. Like, oh my goodness. It's already been... Oh, well. It's already sort of been a dream come true just making content, and like actually having it be noticed and recognized is so cool. I'm glad that I'm doing great climbing this. I'm glad that people have been enjoying the stuff I'm doing and they've been liking the energy. You didn't know that was a glitch. Yeah, I figured it was a glitch. It's an inchling. Each time server gets manually restarted. I think that's the Slimesukin. Because my friend Toby was playing the slime, and when we added the slime mod, like that particular origin, inchling too, okay. Each time server manually gets reset or crashed, you get smaller. Okay, I'd never seen it happen for an inchling. Because, yeah, the smallest that I'd been as that inchling is, quarter of a block. Before it did the crash. Because of how the origin is coded, that's super cool. Honestly, I would be more than happy to spend my entire time on that server as 2 pixels tall. But I can't just, like, get the admin to crash the server repeatedly so that I can play as 2 pixels tall. That wouldn't be fair. But yeah, ever since... There was a Minecraft mod ages ago, that was... I am so good at using scaffolding. Minecraft mod ages ago, I think it was like the Gulliver's Travels mod or something, but it let you be really small. I think it was 2 pixels high. I'm so sorry that I keep falling off of this. I feel like it's semi-torturous to watch. But I'm so distracted right now. This needs to be lighter. Do I have torches? I do have torches. That will do for now. But yeah, there used to be a Minecraft mod that was really popular that just made you very, very small. Excuse you. Wanted to do the glitch, because the glitch is so good. Code says something like, when someone loads into the server, reduce their size by X amount. Every reset of someone loading in? That's my guess, because I was... The way Peculiar makes you small after a crash, it thinks you're normal size. That makes sense. Yeah, because I did notice that I was a quarter of inchling height. Did they patch the scaffolding thing? They patched the scaffolding thing. That's so lame. I am so happy that I got to experience that glitch. It was completely accidental too. Like, I had been planning to stream, and like 2 minutes before my stream started, the world crashed and the inchling got smaller, and I was just so excited, and I had never seen it done before. I have no idea what to do for this bit of the ceiling because it's not following the convention I've laid out. It's too steep. Do I just fill it all in? I have no idea. But I do know that that's a good place for a torch. I might explore this world a little more because I haven't showed this on any stream that has a VOD. I think my first ever stream was on this yeah, my first ever stream was on this this realm, but that has been lost to the sands of time. The VOD didn't save. I didn't know how to use Twitch at the time. But I might as well give you a bit of a world tour. But yeah, I'm just here today to celebrate Langsby's birthday. And honestly, I am glad that I'm streaming because it's dragging me away from my editing work. I have been buried in editing all day, and I was starting to go brain numb. I was starting to lose track of reality itself, because all I know is the editing. It's so cool, though. The project I'm working on right now is just so cool. And I'm really, really excited for it to come out. I'm hoping that, that it gets a similar reception to my Origins one, because, I'm excited about it. So, it'd be cool if other people saw it. But I don't just make content for, attention, obviously. I make content because I was raised on Minecraft content, and it fulfills me. A few of your friends run a few Origin servers. It's funny to see Origins and what happens to them, like how Piglin in the overworld can stay underwater and under lava indefinitely. That is so cool. I haven't played around with Piglin because they zombify in the overworld. I've only played around with a couple of Origins. For the most part, this is the weirdly hype song. Why does it get so hype in this bit? I don't know. It should be fine. I don't think it's too loud. Sometimes hard to tell. Yeah, I've only played around with a few Origins, but the ones I have played around with, I've really loved. I'm really excited about the Origins mod and, like, how many people are using and being excited by it. I love when a community all comes together and gets excited about one thing. Zombification makes you travel anywhere. That's so cool. I guess I'll have to check out the Piglin Origin then. I'll play around with it in a survival world or something. Yeah, I've tested out 3, technically. I've technically tested out 3 Origins on the Chaos Origin server, and a couple in, like, single player, or just messing around with other friends. Hello. Don't think I have a mod in chat. It'd help if I could be able to spell. Okay, there we go. It's interesting to me, right? Like, the different types of bots you get on different social media platforms. Like, the most common one I've seen on, You're right, Beth. I will never be famous now. I'll just have to be content with where I am currently. Which, honestly, I kind of am content with where I am currently, so isn't it good that I am? Because apparently, now I will never get attention. Now I will never be famous. Yeah, it's interesting to me, the, sort of different bots that you get on different platforms. I thought there was water there. On Twitch, it seems to be like, hey, want to get famous? Which makes sense. But on, like, Instagram, it tends to be, hey, we're interested in your photos. Want to try our product? Want to be an ambassador for our product that is definitely real and not at all made up? And I don't remember what other platforms are, honestly. YouTube posts a lot of links. Like, YouTube bots post links to bad websites. But it's interesting to me, like, how much you can tell about a social media platform by what the bots do. And I think one of the reasons that, the Twitch bots don't really post links is because a lot of people have protection against links in their chat. So it's just not very effective to have a bot post a link. Because for the most part, it won't get seen, or it'll get auto-banned or whatever. Like, there are things in place to take care of that. So instead, they have to use entirely words. This is one of the many things that I probably spend too much time thinking about. What am I putting here? I don't know what I'm doing with this part. Is this necessary? That's not necessary. Nice. That's why they have to put spaces around the dots. Yep. But it's just less effective to... I want stairs here. I haven't used stairs yet. It's less effective to put links here because no one's able to click them anyway. Sometimes they do put actual links in the hopes someone scrolling through chat will accidentally click on them. Yeah. I don't really understand bots. Like, I don't see the point in it, but it's a thing. Oh, also, we have... I didn't mention it earlier because I kind of only just remembered. This is technically my second affiliate stream. I don't know why I said technically. This is my second affiliate stream. So I have now set up channel points and like sub badges. And Langs doesn't get a special pretty sub badge because of the founder thing. I think you can change that, but like there are. So like a precious person in a Star Trek episode. Oh, but the Star Trek bots make sense and are cool. Advertising bots are just like... I don't see how they would be an effective use of resources. Can change from founder to the normal badges, yeah. But we don't see any normal badges in chat, even though I have them, because Langs has the pink badges. I've gotten a surprising amount of this ceiling done. Also, hi, Keith. I just want to capitalize on a cute streamer. Yeah, probably. Darn bots capitalizing on other people's success. Shaking my head. I like that I say success in, like, an ironic way. I was like, success. But when I think about it, I am successful, like... Maybe not by the industry standard or whatever, but I accomplished what I set out to do. And that counts as success. There is a pressure in this society to always be the best, always be better, that in order to be successful, you need X, Y, and Z. But, like, I don't know. I think I count. Yeah, I'm gonna start introducing stairs into the ceiling. Never been done before. Not in here, at least. Why? Are you there? Are you like this? That one's gonna be a slab, so I'm just gonna... Scaffolding is annoying. That's not gonna be far enough up, is it? No. Okay, well... It's kind of weird to think that no one's seen this world. Like, it makes sense when I think about it, when I think about it, it makes sense to realize that, like, I really haven't showed this world on camera, so not many people know about it, but, like, this is one of the worlds that got me back into playing Minecraft with my friends. Thank you for the lurk. I don't have a command set up for that. Maybe I should. What am I doing? Is this necessary? That's not necessary. Nice. No, I don't have it set up. Sorry. Sorry for the disappointment. Might get it set up one day, but right now I do not. Yeah. My friend moved away to the other side of the country, and he went a couple of months without talking to me because he was busy settling in and doing uni stuff and such. But then when he did get back in contact with me, he invited me to his Minecraft realm. And then pretty much ever since then, we hung out over Minecraft and we kept talking. And and now he makes content too, and he's in my videos, and I'm really glad that we remained friends. Because honestly, his friendship changed my life. I'm taking a moment to talk about Tristan. I mean, you can still lurk and mute the tab and set up stream stuff. There's just no chat command for it. Yeah. Tristan is one of my best friends, and it's so cool that he streams now, because ever since we met, we basically wanted to do content creation stuff. This bee is lost. Bee. Never fear, bee. Okay, chatting a bit so you can do both. Nice. This bee is lost. I have to save it. Bee! Bee! Hello, bee! Come this way. This is how to get inside. Shh, zombie. Shh. All the bees. Oh my goodness, all of the bees. Yeah, I didn't really have many friends when I met Tristan. I was sort of a social outcast, and at my previous school, I had been bullied for liking Minecraft. Like, other people liked Minecraft, and I said, oh, I like Minecraft too, so we have something in common, maybe we can be friends. And they were like, oh, I hate Minecraft now, you just ruined the game for me, which is a terrible thing to do to someone. Like, hey, that thing that I liked, I now don't like it specifically because you do. And then I went to the school where I met Tristan, because we're friends from school. And the first thing he did was compliment me on my necklace, which was a Minecraft necklace. And it really goes to show, I think, like, Tristan and the friendship between Tristan and I. Welcome back. I'm rambling about my friend. Yeah, it really goes to show, like, how much it's important to, like, make friends based on interests and, like, compliment people on their choices, because Tristan complimenting my necklace that day made lifelong friends and actually changed my life. It was such a good thing. I'm gonna go say hello to my chicken. Everyone usually, like, playing in Minecraft worlds, you usually get a pet that you care about. I've never had one of those before. And then I met Chicky. Where are you? Hello. Where? It's any consolation, you sound like a really nice friend. Aw, thank you. I like to think I am. I think most of my friends tell me I am too. Well, I'm pretty sure that this is Chicky and this is Chicky's son, but, like, you refuse to come out of the thing where, yeah, so I can't tell if you're the one with a name tag on it, but that one doesn't have a name tag. Anyway, my chicken son was born down in the spider spawner, so, yeah. A lot of my friends seem to really like being friends with me now, but, like, I had no people skills when I was a kid. Just absolutely none. I feel like this spider spawner is more efficient than the one I built on the Dawn SMP, even though I followed the same tutorial. I'm glad you like being friends with me. I like being friends with you too. I've got some cool friends. I'm glad that I have the ability to, like, make friends now. When I was younger, at, like, parent-teacher meetings and such, my parents would always say, like, we know how Shaylor is doing in class. We don't care about that. What we care about is how Shaylor is doing with peers. Do they have friends? Are they working on group projects well? Or do they always ask to be by themselves? Like, academics you can get at any time. People skills are what school is for. And, no, I didn't have any friends. Not until I met Tristan. To find a free crisp alternative. I don't know what that is, but I believe in your ability to do so. I need a new project on this world. Because, honestly, filling in the roof of that, just boring. Not worth it. Want to do that as well as something else, not just that. Would totally play Minecraft with you. Sounds Yeah. You sound like a nice person, wouldn't have to worry about like chests being looted. Yeah, I don't really steal from other people. Oh my goodness. When I first came into this world, Tristan just handed me this armor. Like, he said come play Minecraft with me, and I was like, oh, I mean, maybe I'm a little busy right now, and like, I'm so far behind because everyone here had like, they'd already beat the Ender Dragon, I think? No, they hadn't already beat the Ender Dragon. They were close to beating the Ender Dragon. They had full armor. And Tristan was like, no, you'll be fine. You won't be but that behind everyone else. Just come on. So I logged on, and he handed me full enchanted armor, full diamond tools. And then he was like, see, you aren't that far behind. So no, I don't steal other people's chests. I'm either the one ahead of everyone else or getting pity loot from other people. But I like doing stuff myself. Sound cancelling to fix USB mic buzz. Ah, I see. Makes sense. I think this is a good time to go over the names that Tristan decided to name my things. We've got face. Boobies. I told him to name it something funny. He succeeded? Question mark? Pant. Feet. Drouse, because it's sword backwards. Choppy choppy. Sloth, which is my silk touch. Pickaxe, which is my fortune, and Shubel. And he didn't name my crossbow, so it is just P by accident, which I think is the funniest thing. Still feel weird about people doing stuff for you in the Chaos Cult Origins or in Beth and Sophie's Realms. Really awkward people giving you stuff to help start out. Yeah, I feel that. I often like being independent, but it's important to remember that other people helping you out is not a burden to them, and that you can always say, no, I want to do it myself, but sometimes it is more enjoyable if you don't start from scratch. Respecting your own boundaries is very important. What do I want to do? I have my little house, I have a bee thing, I have cows and pigs, I think. Yes, pigs. You're a Fortune 3 guy mainly. You should start using Silk Touch more. Yeah. Yeah, I mostly use Silk Touch, but I use Fortune on things that Fortune is useful on. I have absolutely no ideas for what I want to do, but honestly, I might start building like the interior of this instead of just the roof. I'm gonna do that once I fill in this bit of the wall, I think. Also, I need to figure out what I'm doing with the bits where the ceiling meets the walls, because I really have not gotten that far yet. Oh, of course, I came all the way down here, and then I did not grab stone. It's hard to get rid of items in my inventory, and I have a hard time just trying to put chests to clear out space, yeah. Unless it's granite that goes into the fire. Really? Granite and not diorite? I know most people don't like diorite. But you got beef with granite? I don't think I'm gonna do that bit in the corner, because I haven't figured out what I'm doing with it yet. Okay. Is there any floating? Yes, there is some floating. There we go. Okay. And this is not lit up enough. Hello. Usually it's just been Enderman spawning in here, but a spider is a no-go. Because that means the creepers could. Got a dear friend that loves diorite and andesite. Builds churches and game out of the stuff. Cool. Wow. Andesite is the only one you hate. Andesite's my favorite. I like andesite and diorite. Not diorite. Yeah, andesite and granite, personally. I'm not the biggest fan of diorite. Personally, I think it has too much contrast and I can't make it look good. Andesite is just the same color as stone, but it's a different texture, so it works really well when building with stone. Like, I used andesite a bunch in the Dawn SMP. Because they go really nicely together as a palette. And the new texture of andesite is actually good, as opposed to the old texture, which just too much contrast. Having Soul Speed 3 on boots makes you either have to parkour around the soul sand in paths or on the soul sand if you choose to build with soul sand or technically soul soil. Yes, that. I need lanterns. And I guess I don't really use my resources for anything in this world, so I might as well just make a bunch of lanterns. Like, why not? It's not like I'm working on anything particular here. Too many is what we're making. And I need actual torches too, though. 16 lanterns? I'm gonna need more than 16 lanterns. For 400 rose petals and just found your stuff a few hours ago. Yeah. That probably means that you're one of the few people. You're probably one of the only people with 400 rose petals, actually, because this is the first stream in which rose petals have been a thing. So that is very impressive. One of very few. Your house on Beth's Realms. You found a mountain and wanted to turn it into a cave house? Yes. Do I not like your Origins Chasm? I don't think I've seen your Origins Chasm. I haven't seen where you've set up shop in the Chaos Origins server. I got every single block and replaced it with granite almost block for block. Cool. I like granite. I just don't care about diorite. Granite gave it a Mediterranean color. Oh yeah, I can totally see that. Oh, where should I put, like, the bat heads? Where should I decorate with these heads? Usually I just slam them down wherever. There, will do. So yeah, you'll see in this world that I have mob heads all around the place because we have a plugin that gives us mob heads, and I just impulsively put them down when I don't know what to do with them. Don't need that. I don't need sticks. I don't need that. Oh my goodness! Thank you for the sub! I'm glad that you are enjoying my stuff. Oh, it's nighttime. I should go to sleep. I can fight mobs, but I don't care about creepers. Thank you for the sub. Oh wow, we're so close to releasing the playlist. Since you found my stuff quite recently, I don't know if you know what the Dawn SMP is. Would you like me to tell you more about that? Or do you know? I don't want to assume your knowledge of any of the things. I don't have an actual bow, I just have a crossbow. I'm the first person you subbed to? Oh my gosh, that makes me feel so special. Rose petals were a thing last stream? You might have accumulated the channel points, but I don't think I turned channel points on because I don't have anything to redeem. But that is good to know. Thank you. Thank you, Beth. Was that absolutely a please tell me about it? I'm assuming it was a please tell me about it. I need to make chains too. Sort of forgot about that. And I need to make a better entrance. Yes, okay. Tell me about it. Didn't know you could earn them if they're not even a thing. Neither did I. I'd love to learn about it. Awesome, okay. So the Dawn SMP is a Minecraft roleplay SMP that I have with a couple of other really cool content creators. There is a chat command set up to give you a link about it, but I don't remember what it is. The best way to find out more about like that and the other people and the lore stuff. Yes, thank you, Lex. It is !Dawn. Yeah, the best way to sort of catch up with what's going on in the Dawn SMP, at least from my perspective, is through my YouTube, because it is currently completely up-to-date lore-wise for my character. But the Dawn SMP, as said in that little thing, is sort of a faction server. There's a couple of different factions that value different things each. And there is roleplay and lore and such. Everyone came from a different world, so they weren't all originally from the place they're in now. Everyone came from a different world. So it's kind of a Portal Worlds fiction, and it can be really interesting to explore the interactions between characters that have entirely different bases for things. So, like, my character and, I'm confused as to whether to say my friend Reigns or their friend Reigns. Technically, it's both character Reigns, my character and Reigns' character, come from very different worlds, and Reigns often says things that they do not understand. So, like, Reigns will talk about a monarchy because he came from a world in which, the monarchy is a thing that is on a slab. Okay. Yeah, he came from a sort of medieval style world. My words are definitely working. I'm streaming. I'm streaming. Okay. Honey! Oh my goodness, hello, welcome Raiders. We were just talking about the Dawn SMP, and then this is one of the other members. That's the first time that someone's, knocked on my door. And I haven't been able to mute, because they're very insistent. Yeah. Followed Blue Moon, too. Found her on Sunny through my hosting. Oh, awesome! That's super cool. I'm glad they make some really cool content. And they're also in both of the other factions that I'm not in. So if you follow along with all of us, you can get a pretty well-rounded idea of what's going on in the SMP overall. Sunny is actually, like, one of the reasons I started streaming. She is super cool. Thank you for the follow, Rhino! Oh, and everyone in chat, if you can, wish Langsbians a happy birthday, because this stream is pretty much specifically for her birthday. She asked me to stream, and it's good because it dragged me out of editing. For Thursday, not today, but birthday extravaganza dictates that it is your birthday now because we have started celebrating it. So, you know, it's your birthday. You have started the birthday celebrations. The actual day of birth may be Thursday, but it's your birthday now. Just found you a few hours ago. You guys have the means to go far. Thank you so much. That honestly means so much to me. Yeah, I really wanted to start making, like, Minecraft videos. I've wanted to make Minecraft content since I was, oh, I don't know, 9? I think 9's the number I usually say. But, I sort of didn't really believe that I could do it until I started watching Sunny's video, not Sunny's videos, she doesn't do videos. She should do videos, Sunny streams. I saw her streaming, and I was like, oh, this is a thing that I can actually do. This is an attainable goal. And then I befriended her, and I'm on an SMP with her, and we're all making cool stuff. It's so cool. Oh my goodness. I'm having so much fun, and I'm honestly still in disbelief that the YouTube algorithm actually recommended people's content to me. No, my content to people, my brain is so fried. I have been editing all day. Question just to help me see what era of Minecrafters you've seen. When you look at an old gold ingot, what do you see? I did watch Sky Does Minecraft. That was a long time ago. But yes. What do I see with a gold ingot? I'm trying to think of if there's anything else. I also see bling. I look at a gold ingot and part of my brain goes blingin'. I grew up on Minecraft. When we were all meeting the other Dawn SMP members, we asked getting to know you questions like, why Minecraft? Why Minecraft roleplay? What brought you to this server? And everyone else was like, oh, well, I grew up on Nintendo, or I started Minecraft recently, or Minecraft's always been one of the things I'm interested in, but like this is the thing that got me into gaming. And my answer to every question related to why are you here, how did you get into gaming, was Minecraft. I started with Minecraft. It has always been Minecraft. There's never really been another thing that has held my interest. I've wanted to do Minecraft for as long as I can remember, and I'm actually doing it now, and that is so amazing. And I've met some amazing people through it. I've met some of my best friends through Minecraft. Like, I mean, I met Tristan through Minecraft, technically, because he complimented my Minecraft diamond necklace one day in school and became one of my best friends for life. But I also met Sunny through watching her Minecraft content, and I met the Chaos Cult through Sunny's chat, and I met some of my other friends through the Dawn SMP, and I met people like Langs through chat. It's so amazing. I've been having such a good time with Minecraft content. It's like, I cannot state enough how much of a dream come true it is, and I am still kind of in disbelief that this is my actual life, because I have daydreamed about just playing Minecraft and having other people watch me play for so long. Like, when I dozed off in class, it was imagining playing Minecraft on stream. When I played Minecraft in my spare time, I would talk to an invisible chat. When I played out in the garden, I would imagine talking to a chat. Like, I don't know. I'm in disbelief that I actually have a chat who engages with me and asks me questions. I know that this is real, but it just doesn't feel like it should be. Give a character too for a story if you can ever get a server up off the ground. Ooh, that sounds cool. Somewhat a light story short. It's a golem. Even made a skin for it. Oh, that's awesome. I am a massive fan for making skins for Minecraft servers. Oh my goodness. Tristan was digging through his like Google Drive the other day, and he found a freaking plot line for a Minecraft story that we planned out when we were like 13 or something. And it is so bad. It's so bad, but it's kind of funny. But yeah, this is actually this is my Dawn SMP skin. It's not my normal Minecraft skin. It's the one I use for the SMP that I'm on. Thank you! I made this skin entirely myself. Okay, in all fairness, I stole the shape of the flower crown from someone else's skin that I liked. I need to, here, the top, the flower crown. I looked at somebody else's flower crown and sort of stole the shape. But the rest of it, I think I made entirely myself. The other skin I sort of stole the clothes from. Stole it from Hannah, right? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if it came from Hannah, but I learned about Hannah long after I had this skin. I found this particular flower crown from someone in the background on one of Catherine Elizabeth Gaming's videos. Like, one of her friends had a flower crown like this, and I thought it was cute. Funny how Minecraft's been going through a renaissance. Yeah, I'm loving the Minecraft renaissance. In 2011 to 13, it was like the game that everyone played. Yep. Then after, it was considered outdated. Yeah, I can't believe I ever put Minecraft down, honestly. My family were shocked when I put Minecraft down. And now that I've come back to it, it's like, why did I ever leave? If you were still playing Minecraft in 2017, it was like, what were you even doing? But since then, it's come back in full force. It really has come back in full force. I'm pretty sure that it's like one of the major fandoms at the moment, which is really awesome. I'm so enthused about that. Yes, regardless, I've made it my own. Yeah. And now we get to play the fun game of, is this a full block or a half block? This is a half block. Nope. There. Okay. I need to make more, chains. More chains. But starting to have light from the ceiling. And I also need to figure out where I want a table. I'm just gonna put spruce logs down for now. I want a massive table stretching across this whole area. So about here, maybe? Here might be a little far because then we've got this. I'm gonna make it a little shorter this way. And then I might extend it that way. I want this to be like, I don't know how pop culture this is. Like, if I say what I want it to be, I don't know if anyone will understand. But there are mythologies of the fair folk, and where they're referred to as the people under the hill. I think it's the people are under the hill, but that'll basically tell you what it is. So this is an artificial hill that I created. Like, this used to just be a valley. These are natural walls. This is where the sort of mountains were, and the river that ran through it. This is all natural. And I built a 1 block tall mountain over the top. Soul torch lanterns add a really good ambience to things. Never use them if you go piglin and origins. Thank you. I will remember that, because piglins and hoglins and everything don't like soul torches. You love fairy mythology. I love fairy mythology too. So, this is meant to be sort of inspired by the fairy mythology and the people under the hill, which is why I want a massive feast table here, because you should never take food from the fairies. So, I'm making a table and I'm putting food on it. Shay Shay, oh my god, yes, tell me. Do you know the link between mythological fairies and ADHD autistic people? Yes, of course. Of course I do. A while back on stream, I was talking about how there was a time where I was writing a original book, and that original book was, I mean, there was a genderqueer character in it, but it was a story about a prince who was a changeling. He was raised by the humans, but delivered by the fairies, and he's trying to find his way back, and he is so heavily autistic coded. I love him so much. Lore-wise, but it actually gives you weakness if you're near them. It can beat the snot out of you, yeah. I figured it was, sort of something like that, because the Endermen, the Enderians, oh my goodness, if I'm gonna make this out of trapdoors, I'm gonna need so many. We're gonna make a few out of slabs, but I'm gonna need to go cut down more trees. Because the Enderian, like, pumpkins are invisible. I figured it would probably be something like that. Some sort of invisibility or weakness or something. Hello, Torch. Can you move over slightly, please? Thank you. Yay! I'm glad that the, the follower account and the sub count, I'm glad that they have updated for, Farallon. I've been keeping an eye on them, like, have they updated? Are they correct? They are. People who don't know, one of the inspirations behind changing mythology was people believing that their children who act strange because they're autistic or ADHD must have been taken by the fairies. Yeah. Which is also one of the reasons, even if that has kind of, faded and is less common these days for people to be like, oh, my dear child must have been stolen by the fair folk. It's less common for people to think that these days, but because of the like heavy neurodivergent coding within fairy mythos, a lot of neurodivergent people, especially autistic people, still look at fairies and go, oh, that's me. And I love that what was once something that was kind of used in a discriminatory way has become comfort media for a lot of us. Because they seemed normal before when their symptoms weren't as obvious. Yep. So the only explanation is that they got replaced. Clearly not that they mature in different ways to everyone else. Obsessive behavior. Fairies always counting bags of Yep. One other can actually fit your appearance. Florin! Florin origin is funny. Yeah. Makes you practically immortal in sunlight. I have played around with Florin a little bit. You did some testing with it with how much regen you get from saturation in the sun. You'll out-heal, except for lava. Lava bad. Yes, lava bad. I did a tiny bit of testing with Florin. If we couldn't get the Inchling to work on the... I almost said Sun's Up. That was weird. If we couldn't get Inchling to work on the Chaos Origins, I was going to be a Florin, probably, because... Which would have been funny if I switched right from being a Blazeborn into being a Florin. Going from lava good to lava bad would be very interesting. The one thing I still haven't fully figured out with the Florin is if nighttime is particularly difficult. Like, how long does the saturation stay after you're no longer in the sunlight? Also, if I went Florin, that would be like one more person on that server who is just so bad at mining. One of the people who plays most often is a feline, and it's just impossible for her to mine. Love works of fiction where different forms of mythology interact. Yes, Discworld. Discworld is so good. Supernatural also did some really interesting things. Oh, trapdoors are so expensive. Depends. If you don't get attacked or take damage, doesn't matter, food will barely go down. Awesome. That's good to know. I really want to say something, but I can't. This keeps happening. I want to reference a video that is coming out, but I have been sworn to secrecy. Oh, speaking of, that has triggered a thought. I don't know if you were already in my Discord, Farla. My mouth doesn't work. I don't know if you're already in my Discord, but, since you are subscribed to me, you will be able to access I do have a Discord. Langs, could you put the command in chat so I don't have to put Minecraft down, please? Thank you, I love you. Yeah, if you join my Discord, I will give you the sub role, and you will be able to access a special hints channel where I post hints for upcoming things. They're very abstract and very obscure, but like this particular thing I have been sworn to secrecy on. I'm not supposed to tell anyone what it is until it comes out. It's coming out this Thursday, hopefully. But I want to talk about it. It's supposed to be a secret, and I want to talk about it so bad, but there is a very obscure hint in the Discord. I don't have it set up to automatically thing, because apparently you need to be a Discord partner for it to automatically give your subscribers the sub role in your Discord. Discord partner, Twitch partner, I don't remember which I said. I think it's Twitch partner. That is the actual case. But when I'm done with the stream, I can give you that role, and you will be able to access the sub-only chats. The only person you watch who's live right now is finishing at 11, so you have no idea what you're doing at the end of this hour. I am happy to stream for another hour. I mean, I was sort of planning to only go for an hour, but I actually did figure I tend to have long streams. My streams never last an hour. Hehe, you're in. Awesome. So yes, I was aware, Beth, that I might be going for 2 hours instead, and I'm okay with that. This is sort of the time of day that I usually stream, and hell, I've done 4-hour streams unprompted. I can do a 2-hour stream for your birthday. The hard part was actually going to be getting me to stop. If you were like, okay, I'm gonna go host someone else now, I'd be like, then what is even the point of streaming? What is the point of streaming if Langs is going elsewhere, especially on their birthday, on her birthday? I can't just stream on her birthday if she's not going to be here. Anyway, I'm getting dramatic, but that is to say, I love you, and I can play Minecraft. I'm not even particularly doing anything. I'm just running around and talking. This is the vibe of my streams. I vaguely place blocks, I kill some mobs, and I ramble about something. If any of you guys have an idea of what I should do, I'm supposed to be cutting down trees. I have an amazing attention span. I'm gonna go cut down spruce trees because I didn't have enough spruce wood on me to finish the table question mark, but I definitely don't have enough to build chairs. Love the question mark. That's definitely something that I should know. I should know whether or not I finished the table. Oh, ADHD brain is fun. Do I want to do it the manual way or the chaotic way? What is the chaotic way? I was always going to be on the schedule. Yeah, but I was going to be on the schedule for like 1 hour. The plan is anyone who's properly on the schedule is confirmed unless something changes with their own streams. That's fair. I was going to be on the schedule for an hour, and if you dipped out after an hour, it would have been like, oh, well, why am I gonna... TNT wood gathering. You see, doing it the chaotic way would mean I have to set that up and learn how to do it and get the TNT. I find the sort of repetitive motion of cutting down trees quite soothing, honestly. I didn't used to like mining. I like mining more now, but I think I've always liked cutting down trees. You knew time was going to be difficult because it's getting late for the Australian. It's not getting late for the Australians. Brits don't usually stream this early and the Americans aren't awake. Yeah. So isn't it lucky you know me so that I can do a morning stream? Which is like at 5 p.m. Yes, 5 p.m. My favorite morning. It's almost 6 p.m. This is my normal streaming time. It's not early. Yeah, that's one of the difficult things about being an Australian streamer. It's like, no one is awake. Hello, audience, I would like one. Please wake up. If I do, like, midday streams, no one's awake. It's either, like, really late for the Americans, or everyone's just asleep. Which is kind of funny. I'd like to know... biggest of the century. If you're ever caught in a Minecraft server together, you'll do the villager trading. Awesome! I'm the one doing the villager trading in the Dawn SMP, and it's very frustrating. the villagers keep not doing what I want. They keep not being where I want them to be, and I have been looking for a fortune book forever. There isn't one. The fortune book is a lie. It doesn't exist. The sweatshop, mutual beneficial trading hall. Oh my gosh, I love that. Yesterday, not yesterday. Did I really just say yesterday for something that happened earlier this week? Time is fake. The government made time up and it doesn't exist. Earlier this week, I was working with my villagers on the Dawn SMP. And I was like, hey guys, the villagers have made a workers union and they refuse to give me trades. How do I trick them into working for me for free without actually giving them rights? I did it. I successfully got the villagers to do what I wanted them to without changing their living conditions whatsoever. But, a bird nearly flew into your room. Clearly the bird wanted to say happy birthday? This just proves Langs is a Disney princess. I think this proves that Langs is a Disney princess. I don't think anyone can dispute this fact. Yes, birthday extravaganza is a lovely, amazing, wonderful thing that means, you know, your birthday is easier to work with on time zones, but it also means that you can save for, like, however long it is your birthday, which, for a good chunk of your life, will be more than a whole month, hopefully. I mean, hopefully it's a good chunk of your life. You can say, but it's my birthday, to have ice cream or get someone to buy you some extra cake or to go out to the movies and treat yourself for more than a month. I mean, it's not more than a month for me yet, but it's getting close. It's not getting close. I don't know how time or numbers work. Usually you just put them into holes with 2 trapdoors down and nothing but their work table and a light inside. Oh, I love that. Giving them the comforts in life. Beautiful. And then just flapped at your window. Luckily it wasn't quite open enough to let it through. Oh, wow. When people boycott you for the horrors. My dad tried to tell me off for the way I was treating my villagers. My dad was like, oh, yeah, no, I'm not even gonna go where my dad went because it made me upset. Like, my dad told me off for how I was treating the villagers. I was like, look, their lives are better than they would have been if I hadn't saved them. I've actually gotten in a lot of trouble with multiple of my parents who don't understand the mechanics of Minecraft for how I treat villagers. You put those rat bastards in a hole and make them work for their life. Hell yes. That is what villagers deserve. Remember when villagers were called testificates? I just want everyone to take a moment to remember that. My family are like, you can't do that. They're people too, the workers, the villagers. They deserve to feel loved. And I'm like, they are pieces of code who give me free stuff for things. You're a Yogs fan, of course you remember. Yes, yes. Your friends are like that too. You know, I'm glad I'm not the only one who gets in trouble for how they treat villagers. What was it? Was it Minecraft Comes Alive? An old mod back in the day that, like, turned villagers into NPCs and you could start families with them and that is 3, because of course it's an odd number. Yeah, the villagers were all pretty and stuff. I got in trouble for specifically picking and choosing my village to have only pretty villagers in it. But I'm like, you know, yes, okay, you can bring up that, like, that is a bad thing to do to actual people. Don't make actual people look in a certain way. But, like, they are pieces of code. If I did that in The Sims, no one would complain. Yeah, I'm making my entire Sims town look pretty. Villagers are not people, they are pieces of code.
they're just vendors. They live in the hole and like it. No bed. Yeah, it's horrible to do actual people. It's terrible. Yeah, you can't do that to actual people. But Minecraft villagers are not actual people. They are pieces of code, and especially if I make them from like, if I make them from zombies, if I cure the zombies, then they are living a better life, trapped in that hole with a workstation, a constant source of, like, income, and such, than they would be if they were, you know, brain dead and burnt in sunlight, you know? You know? We know where Shay will stand in the android's rights debate. You are wrong, Langs. My mother has very many emotions about robots with feelings, and whenever I tell her something about robots with feelings, she will cry. I, in fact, earlier today, cried over a fictional robot with feelings. I love him very much, and I would die for him. Them, I didn't actually catch what pronouns they used. See, androids are different than Minecraft villagers because androids are sentient. Pieces of code is what I mean, androids, yes, pieces of code, but like, androids are sentient and they are sapient and they have opinions and likes and dislikes and most importantly, the desire to stay alive. Minecraft villagers can't solve math problems, for one. They're not real. If they were coded to, you know, be people and have, like, I mean, they have certain conditions that they require to function, and these are masked as conditions that they enjoy living in, but they don't actually have any enjoyment. They're just following the code. If they broke out of that code, I would be all for Minecraft villagers living their own lives and, like, having rights, their fight for independence. I would support that as soon as they proved to me that they can do things that, like, they weren't originally base coded to do. You know? Does that make sense? Also, no, I've not seen the Channel 4 series Humans. I don't watch TV. I watch YouTube, and sometimes I watch Twitch. But I don't watch TV. Yeah, the villagers just let me put a leash on the right. I just want to be able to put a leash on Minecraft villagers. Like, rails and boats are so difficult. I just want to tie them to a piece of string and drag them into the correct position. Is that so hard? Is that such a tall ask? I don't think it is. I think it's perfectly reasonable to ask Minecraft villagers to just come into this little hole. It's not that hard, I promise. You'll have, at the very least, a job block and a steady source of emeralds. Why do you have an enchanted bow? What's your enchanted bow? Let me see it. It did not let me see the enchanted bow. How dare it? That Enderman was peacefully vibing, and I decided no, it shouldn't do that. So this is the problem with a dark oak forest. It's just so dark all the time that mobs spawn in it. Humans is set in a near-future world where people use non-sentient androids as slaves. It's about a small group of androids who have been given sentience. Cool! I'll tell my mother about that, because I don't think she's seen... Oh, you're still angry at me? Hi. Send the queen my regards. I say that, but there is no queen. Like, the Ender Dragon has been defeated. I think 20 times. Probably 20 times. Someone who's plays a literal golem character. You just want to protect them. Yeah! That's fair. That is fair. Hey guys, do you remember what I'm in here for? Oh, I remember what I'm in here for. Iron. Right. That. Okay. Now here's the question. I have eggs. Lovely. Do I have wheat? I do. I have wheat. I have eggs. I have sugarcane. I have 3 buckets. This spells a recipe. And I really want to make a reference to an old Minecraft parody, but I can't figure out how to do it, and I don't know if anyone would get the reference. I'm glad you came. I'm gonna make some cake, because it is, like, the only food item that you can actually place down. And if anyone has any ideas for how I can make this, like, feasting table look good with, like, food and such on it, I would love that. Can I make a cornucopia? Oh, I need sugar. Let's see if I have correctly done the recipe, because the sugar and the eggs could be in a different position. I'm brilliant. I know how to play this game. Bow down before me. My Minecraft knowledge is at least possible. Anyway. Knowing how old you are, you can't tell if you watched these videos long after they came or if you was just very young. I don't know. I don't have an answer to that question. Like, no, I don't know how old I was. I don't have a concept of time. I know if it happened pre me being 14 or post me being 14, and that's about it. Where? Here? Okay, here will do. Cakes in the middle, at least a block of space between them. Flower pots around them. Yeah. I'm actually gonna put this cake in a barrel. I'm not gonna put it down yet. I'm gonna make another cake. I'm gonna put that cake in a barrel. And I'm gonna look up like a picture on my phone of someone else making a Minecraft cornucopia. Because, I wanna see if I can put a cornucopia in the middle of this table. Idea? Yes? I should also put, like, pumpkins on the table, maybe. Just whole pumpkins. Yes, of course, when I search up Minecraft Cornucopia, I get the Hunger Games map. Why am I surprised? I shouldn't be surprised about getting the Hunger Games map. No one has made a mini cornucopia. I'm just gonna get some birchwood and try. That's not quite enough birchwood. Once again, I would like a woodcutter. I have stone cutter. I would like a woodcutter. Please and thank you, Minecraft. Put barrels in the middle of the table for people to reach in like a chest without it ruining the aesthetic. That's brilliant. I will definitely do that. Barrels are so good. I think barrels are one of the best additions to Minecraft. But then again, honestly, all of the additions to Minecraft have been so good. Like, all of the Minecraft updates have just been superb, just phenomenal. I am pretty much out of good food. Because I am the only person on the server who eats, like, from animals. Everyone else just trades for, golden carrots. But I don't know where the villagers are. I don't know where they are. I know that Harrison's in charge of them, but I don't pay attention to the villagers. I was here for something. Birch. Checking the house for birch, and then I might go, specifically searching for birch. I have 5 birch. Honestly, I think 5 birch is gonna be enough. I could also put mushrooms around. I'm definitely gonna decorate with mushrooms, honestly. Don't use them for working around villagers. Yep. Cause, harder to pry them off your bed. Yeah. No one wants, like, 20 fishermen. Oh. I often go on rambles to my grandfather about how much I love the recent Minecraft updates. Like, I will talk about the Village and Pillage update and the Aquatic update, and I will talk about, like, oh, I love the Nether update so much, but I will also ramble on about, the End update. And he has no idea what I'm talking about, but he loves me very much. The cute little blue moon. Also an advocator of birch logs and netherwood. Yes. I'm not the biggest fan of birch. Personally, birch is my least favorite of the woods. Is it? Do I like acacia and jungle more than birch? Because if so, that's a really controversial opinion. I don't think I like jungle that much. I used to almost exclusively build out of jungle wood, which is possibly why I don't like it that much. I feel like I'm gonna need at least 5 stairs. But yeah, I like darker woods. So like spruce and dark oak are my favorite woods. Okay, here's the question. Do I have it facing do I have it facing lengthways in the table so the opening is like here? Or do I have it facing across the table so the opening's like here? I think probably across the table. And I'm not going to place it centrally because if it's going to be the size I'm thinking, centrally will just be... Oh wait, I'm making it 2 by 2. I can make it central. I know how to math. I can math. You actually kind of like the Savannah. I kind of like the Savannah wood too. Don't worry, I won't tell anyone. I don't know why liking acacia wood is a controversial opinion. Like, before crimson wood, it was really the only, like, good color red-toned wood. Like, I'm not including, Oh, if you got the voice thing to work, that's amazing. I'm glad. I'm not including the, like, twisted wood, warped wood, whatever it is. I think it's warped wood. In that because it's, like, bright blue, which hasn't been done before. But, like, the jungle tone just isn't as good as it could be, you know? This is gonna need to be bigger than this. I'm gonna need more birch. I just want to see if it'll work, you know? I'd need to build a circle. You love using warped wood for, like, good Shagath undersea eldritch basement. Yes, that sounds amazing. Good Shagath. I have no idea how to build this. Because, like, this is too big. That's way too big. Shroomlights, basalt, and warped wood with blackstone. Oh, amazing. Truly some of the best, like, building materials came from the Nether update. I love the Nether update so much. I had been wanting another update. Honestly, I think I've been wanting another update for longer than I've been personally wanting a cave update. So I am super stoked that there was one. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna try it, okay? I don't have enough. I'm gonna have to go cut down more birch trees if this works. Why is there a skeleton? Oh, now it's seen me. Die. That went through it! Not fair. You're back! Anna's gone live. You're gonna host her at past. Okay, awesome. Thank you for letting me know. No, not that. Let's see. Rounded. Kind of. Okay, but what if? I have no food. Skeleton was just vibing. He didn't have a bone to pick. Yeah, I mean, you're right. You're right. Okay, I would like everyone to ignore the fact that I'm eating melon slices. No one needs to know, okay? No one needs to know that my food source at the moment is melon. It's better than eating that. Wait. No. No. No, that's not what I intended. Wait. My brain is functioning. That is what I meant. Why does that look weird? Okay, I'm gonna do that side too and see if I can fix it with it actually. If I round an entire side, does it work? I don't have any more trapdoors, but there would be a trapdoor on top. This looks weird. Like, that's too harsh. I want vertical slabs! I want vertical slabs. Why does this look more rounded than this bit? Okay. I'm doing these bits too. And I will see. I don't think I'm gonna get this done. I don't think I'm gonna figure out how I want this. Okay, that doesn't... Okay, now that I have the other way, that doesn't look as weird as it could. But especially if I'm gonna have a slab here, and then... Sorry for just stopping talking suddenly. My mother came into my room to deliver me stuff. And she's given me a very strange drink. I have no idea what that is. Because I'm streaming, no one checked a dinner order with me because they don't want to bother me. They're just like, will you accept dinner from this place? Okay, we'll get you something random. So, I guess I'm eating this now? Well, not now, but when I'm done with stream I'm probably gonna end in about 10 minutes because, dinner's here. And my brain doesn't work. And I do have a video to keep editing. I'm a little over a third of the way into editing this video that I want to come out. I'm into editing the rough cut of this video that I want to come out for Thursday. And yes, I know that there are mobs for vertical slabs, but like, this is vanilla. And I don't want to have to add a mod to get vertical slabs when they would be so useful. I don't understand why Mojang say that they're probably not going to add vertical slabs. Like, vertical slabs and vertical stairs would be so useful for so many things, and so many people have expressed an interest in them. And it's not detracting from how Minecraft is. It's like they don't add things that make it feel less like Minecraft. But vertical slabs would be fine. Being an American that works night shift, you could easily watch my streams. Oh, awesome. Yeah, a lot of my American friends are people who work night shift because they're awake at good times. Where even are those zombies? I don't know. Berries, I guess. I will at some point actually have a major food source. It's just like, that's not what I want to work on right now, you know? Berries aren't the sort of thing I want to... Not berries. Bleh. Food aren't the sort of things I want to work on, and I use berries for decoration, so I can eat berries. Berries it is. They do know your pain, yeah. One of my friends wakes up at like 4 a.m. often because that's when the shift starts, which I'd say is pretty bad. I don't know how that compares to other other shifts at wacky times, but waking up at 4 a.m. not the most fun. Who eats beets? No one. Beets are entirely for decorational purposes. Because a lot of things I like decorating with have red in them. So, mushrooms, rose bushes, roses. I have a resource pack that turns them back into roses. Mushrooms, so crimson roots, so netherwort and beets, I guess. This is Minecraft where you eat gold carrots and apples. Yeah, everyone else on the server has golden carrots, and I don't because I'm lazy. I'm not gonna cut down that birch tree because the bees like it, but this birch tree's free game. Ooh. Okay. I'm probably gonna stream for a bit longer than I was initially thinking. I was thinking I was just gonna end once Langs goes to host someone else, because Langs is doing a host party. So if you go to if you need other streamers to watch, you could go to Langsbean's Twitch, and Langs will be hosting a bunch of other people all throughout the day. Bunch of really cool streamers. So I'm not gonna raid anyone because this is part of the host party. So, oh no! Langs! Sorry. That was probably link protection, wasn't it? I'm guessing that was link protection. 62 messages were deleted. Breaks my heart a little. That's too many messages. Langs has so much important things to say. Yeah. Click on Langs' name to go to the account. I want to see if this looks weird. Oh my goodness, my head hurts. I know I overwork myself, but like, does it have to hurt? Oh, you tried to post the schedule. What got you from that? I don't think I have paragraph protection. Yeah? What's up? Oh, you posted as a link to the image, okay. How do I make this smaller? I'm just gonna make it go one further. Put a few wooden blocks behind that cross. Can put an item frame or something that I can hang in there. Yeah, maybe. Think it look really good with like a shrine-like thing? I kind of want to put like a pumpkin or something pouring out of it. I don't know. I think I'm gonna come back to this on stream. Like, I want to stream more on this world, honestly, because right now when I'm just doing kind of vibey streams that don't really have any purpose, I've been going on the Dawn SMP. But I don't want the only thing I stream on to be the Dawn SMP. How do I want a quarter block. Make those stairs? Worship the pumpkin gods. Ah, yes. Lang's spoiling the link protection. Make these stairs? Stairs going what way? Because if I do those two as stairs going in, then I can't do these as stairs going in because, yeah, we don't have vertical stairs. And this is why I want vertical stairs, and this is why I want vertical slabs. Just in here, just that bit, because that's a slab, and then a trapdoor. I want this to be a slab and then a trapdoor instead of two trapdoors. Ah! Oh no. That's supposed to be a slab. Scaffolding is useful. Nope. The other way. That way. Yes, thank you. Scaffolding would be more useful if I knew how to use it. See, like, yeah, I'd love to do that. And that. Not that. That. But I can't do those. Oh, thank you. That's my first channel point thing. And I had actually been, like, getting a little tense, so taking a moment to remember to, like, stretch and actually be kind to my muscles is probably a good thing. I have redeem set up already? Yeah, I didn't have them last stream, but I have them now. Ah! Ah! Okay. I should really do that more often, like while I'm editing, I should just stop and stretch. Okay, and then I'm gonna do like that. No. No, that looks bad. That, and then that, and then that. See, this looks really weird. It looks like a guardian. Wait, it looks like a guardian. Guys, I might have accidentally just made a guardian. Where's that stair? Where did the stair go? Why is it in here? Oh. I'm gonna bring that out one. And then it'll look a little less weird. Okay, actually this works. It's weird, but this is gonna work. No, you can't say that in chat. Whatever it was, you can't say that in chat. I like this song. That rounds it too much. Does it, actually? Okay. I had very, very low expectations for actually managing to make a shape that kind of resembles a cornucopia. And I am shocked that I have even kind of made something that looks like a cornucopia. I am so surprised. Okay, I'm gonna remove that and I'm gonna put a pumpkin there. Like, this entire process, I was like, this isn't gonna work. I'm not gonna be able to make anything that actually looks good. It needs the cornucopia painting. It is time for you to leave me, yes. Of course, I'm so happy to be your morning host. Oh, I love you too. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I hope everyone's streams are good. Goodbye. I'm probably gonna end stream because I wanted to finish this and then probably I need to eat. So once I finish up, I highly recommend everyone go to Link's channel and go check out the people that they're hosting. And you put a beetroot plant in a flower pot. You cannot put beetroot in flower pots. You should be able to put plantable, like, crops in flower pots, but you can't. You should be able to put sugarcane in flower pots and carrots and potatoes and wheat and beetroot in flower pots, but you can't. And it makes me mad. You should be able to. I just want to put them in flower pots. I also want to put double tall flowers in flower pots. Why can't you, Minecraft? Why can't you? There's someone, I think I saw someone make like a data pack where you could, but you can't in vanilla, and I want to be able to. Saplings can, though. An oak bonsai to grow apples? Actually, that's a good idea. Yeah, beetroot is like only used for villager traits. I will figure out what I want to put here, and then I will honestly probably come back and do that on stream, because I like streaming on this world. I don't do it very often, but I really like it. But for right now, I'm gonna go eat dinner. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for... My mouth really doesn't want to say your name. Farallon. Thank you for for both the sub and the follow. Like, you followed me today, and then you also subbed. That is insane, dude. Thank you. I will give you the role on my Discord as soon as I finish stream. Enjoy your day. And thank you so much for coming by.